Give me 3, 2, 1.
Special effects.
Ow, I hit myself just
I'm trying
now.
my best not to hit you with this.
Oh my god. Welcome, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and whatever you want to call yourself, to our new episode of. to our new episode of I See You.
I am your father.
I am your father. And today, as you can see, I'm sitting next to Tony because we have a special guest with us. Can you press?
You didn't prepare me for this moment.
A special guest. No, yes. And Olivia Georgiana Gavrila
Don't say that.
is today with us in our episode of I See You.
Lulu, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Tony, to you too.
Good
How does it
afternoon.
feel being
Good
with
afternoon
us?
for us.
How does it feel being with us in I Am Your Father?
Surprisingly good.
We
Nice.
just spent 2
I feel like
hours
I'm-
talking, sitting here and talking about other stuff.
Yeah, I feel like we're like as usual in my couch, in my house, just talking about.
Just with 100
Lifestyle.
more.
Yes, but today we'll
That's-
keep it more discreet and we will not expose ourselves for people because on your couch lots of dirty stuff happens. Lots of dirty talks.
Talks, please.
Yeah.
Talks.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Talks only. Don't.
By the way, wait, can I just stop for 1 second and tell you something what happened yesterday? So you know the person we are working with right now, right? Our new client. So he was like, is Tony your husband? I was like, "Bleh. No, why? Yeah, because I thought like you're always together, I thought he's your husband. I was like, I love Tony, but nope,
Nope,
thanks.
thank you. And pass. How many people, also on my TikTok, how many people they ask, is Alina your girlfriend, fiance, I wanted to say husband, wife, and no.
Well,
We're just-
you did a lot of videos with me and Liv and that, so I think like they think that you have 2 wives.
Yes. One
Yeah, and
time I
also-
cheated on you
yeah.
with Liv.
Yeah. And once we were all in my bed, I remember you, Alina, me, and
Vero.
Veronica.
Vero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're such
Why?
a...
It's reflecting on your face, your red.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
Give. Thank you.
You smell nice though.
Thank you. Spice
Finally.
bomb.
Finally.
It's a river in Egypt.
Please be this
This
button.
one. Yes.
Denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is
handsome.
This is the true fan of watching all the episodes. She knows everything.
Obviously.
So,
She's our number one supporter.
Always.
صح.
In everything.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, we have this. Ew. Okay, so let's go to the. I don't know to go actually to what I wanted to
Home?
say.
Yalla bye.
You just came. How dare
Yes.
are you?
I woke up at 6. You woke up 20 minutes ago?
What? I was up at 8
And why did you came so
And
late?
why, when Zach called you 13 times, you never replied?
because I was working and my phone was silent.
Impressive. Since when he's doing that?
Impressive.
Thank you. No, now you know I have this thing, especially because of our other client, which we will not name. My phone is always on silent. Khalas. This is a rule. I don't need a ringtone anymore. My phone is always on silent.
Vibrating?
Yes.
Exactly how
Because-
my phone and Alina's phone are always on do not disturb mode.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I keep it like because when my friends call me, I want to answer them. Unlike other people, they put their phones on do not disturb mode. But now we have like some clients who like to call us a lot.
When did you call me and I was on do not disturb and I did not call you back?
Surprisingly, I'm the only one who called you on do not disturb mode, and it actually rings. Like your phone rings.
It's
Because
because
you
like
called
when
me
you're
2
calling the
times.
second time, yeah, it works.
You need to go
That's
2
a trick.
times. That's a trick. I
Okay.
blame Apple for that.
So, since all of you have heard a lot about Liv, we were talking a lot about her in our previous episodes and like I think everywhere. Let's just say that we randomly like became friends, to be honest.
Yes.
Because like Tony knows Liv from her another friend, and like I know Liv from Tony, and I never know that me and Tony is gonna be friends, to be honest. I thought that we would just be, work besties and
so
that's
I've
it.
known these two girls for a long time, and I was, Alina, you should meet Liv. Liv, you should meet Alina. They had both of them the same answer. I don't like to meet new people, Tony. No,
Yes.
both of them. Guys, you have so much in common. You should meet each other. Up until one day, it happened like by mistake.
It was not a mistake. You remember how we met?
Yes, at your place. But it happened by mistake that she agreed to come.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like, no, I don't want to come. I literally dragged her. Come, I want you to meet Alina.
It's because I
didn't want to come.
I wanted to be have like this drunk kitchen YouTube videos on my YouTube channel, which I do have and I never made them. Yes, and this is how. Wait, I will send Steve one video from that drunk kitchen where me and Liv found out that we are soulmates because we do have a tattoo on the same place.
Yep.
I will send Steve that video. He needs to put that. The moment we started to scream was like insane.
Yes.
Yeah, since then.
We realized that we are meant for each other. And look at you now, you're best friends.
And
you're
we're
moving
about
together.
to move together next week, actually.
Yep.
Yes.
Congratulations. So, our topic for this week is, I don't know the topic, I just came.
We decided that actually said like let's talk about like childhood since all of us are from like different countries and we all have like different childhoods, even though like me and her we are the same.
They're about like different mindsets.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
say you grew up in an Arab country, you grew up in a post-Soviet country, and
Yeah.
I grew up in a Balkan country.
Which is like post
Romania.
Balkan and post-Soviet, it's like actually the same. Even though me and her always sending her TikToks to each other about like Balkans, and it's like the same, absolutely
Yeah.
the same. So like the mindset is kind of 90%, I would say, the same, right?
Yeah. No, more.
More than that.
More than that.
More than that.
So basically, we're talking about your mindset versus mine.
Yes.
Hello,
Kinda.
mashallah.
Not even mindset. I think like a childhood, like how we were
Experiences.
raised and experiences. Yeah, about this kind of stuff. I think it's gonna be funny.
How many times did your mom beat you when you were a kid?
0.
I don't want to talk about it because I remember the exact moment there was this cable from the washing machine. Oh, that was so painful.
That woman is savage.
No, but this is something very usual in Balkan countries.
Yeah.
We have the slipper.
Shahata,
The slipper is...
This is
Yeah.
like worse than a sword.
Arab moms, they have skills with slippers.
Yeah.
She can throw it back and the slipper will come again.
like a boomerang.
No, the thing is like why my mom never like hit me or beat me or anything, because with my mom, her look at me will destroy me, like literally physically and emotionally. One look, I will like scream as a little girl running to somewhere, so this is the way she was like manipulating me.
Same, but the thing is like I did not pay attention to her looks. I was just like,
Yeah.
not looking. I'm not looking, babe. And she would just hit me just to look at her.
Yeah.
My dad, on the other hand, my dad is a sweetheart. I swear to God.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
is the kindest man on earth. I remember that we got into a fight and it was 100%, 1000% my mistake. I was the teenager drama queen. And
Still.
I also say this.
I'm not teenager anymore.
Yeah, but you're
No,
still drama
about
queen.
the drama queen part.
Yeah, I'm a drama queen. And he would just give me a look and I was just like, terrified. And only once he wanted to hit me, but he didn't because my dad could never hit his kids. I don't know. He's just like too pure soul to do that. And I just hit it myself. I was that embarrassed in myself that I just did it by myself.
You hit yourself.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a thing about parents. Like they can communicate with you in one look.
Yeah, I
خلاص,
think
you'll get
that's
it.
why I got it from my mama.
If you respect your parents, yes.
For me, my parents never also hit me. Not even one time. And it was rarely where I got into trouble. I was this, you know,
I like sweet angel.
yeah, sweet angel. Maybe because I was a lonely child.
I am the only
not
child.
lonely, only child.
I am also the only one child.
Yes, but I have two sisters and I'm the only boy in the family. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so they used to treat me differently, but maybe we wouldn't get into fights because I was spoiled a little bit.
By the way, were you okay? You just answered the question. You were a spoiled child. I know for sure you were not a spoiled child.
No.
And me neither.
For me, I was because I was the only boy in the family.
Same as my brother. He is the only boy and he's the youngest one. And he's so spoiled. Even now, he's the only one that is living with my mom and dad. And like now, obviously, because we are all grown up and just left the house. And my brother is still living there. And he is so spoiled. And if I could go back in time and just tell my mom, look what you've done. Look what you've done. But she's okay with it, I guess. So
We deserve it. It's okay.
A lot
Yeah.
of people thought, by the way, like that I'm a very spoiled girl because like I'm the only one girl, like first granddaughter, first daughter, first granddaughter. It was like that. So everyone's thinking that I'm a very spoiled child, and I'm like, I wish, to be honest. Maybe I don't know the feeling of being a spoiled child. So like I don't know, but maybe I wish to be a spoiled child.
I don't think that's a fact because looking back, like I'm imagining my sister. She was also in the same situation as you. First child, first grandchild,
Yeah.
everything. And she was nothing like spoiled.
Yeah,
Like, at all.
Yeah, me too.
I was spoiled to a point. Okay, so we live in a 3-story building. Us, my family, my grandma, and my uncle. I was spoiled to a point. Whenever something I don't like was happening, I used to go outside and scream, Teta. She would come to the balcony, see if I'm crying. She would go down the house and make a huge fight for me. She was the one who spoiled me, not my parents. Now she passed away, Allah yarhamah. One time I remember she hit my sister. And my sister fell and hit her head on the sink.
Oh my God.
It was, yes. She was like, no, Tony. Because I was her favorite because she lost a son in the war. And I took his name. So that's why maybe I remind her of him or I don't know. But I was her favorite one. One time she literally hit my sister.
My God.
Yes, all I had to do was scream the magic word, Teta. Then you forget about dad, mom, sister, other sister, anyone, khalas. Teta is here.
Have you ever had like this stories or like this thing, like when, for example, your mom or like your parents are going to a party, let's say, which is like not party, they're going to their friend's house or something, they're taking you with them because like there's no other option and you're getting like so bored there that there's going to be a music and people will scream and like laugh and it's going to be a adults party, let's say. And what you're going to do is you're just going to sleep on 2 chairs and do not even feel or like hear anything. You'll just sleep there. Have you ever had this kind of stuff?
No, but I would say though in Romania is like this with the weddings.
With any kind
Weddings.
of celebration,
Last time
weddings,
we went to Ras Al
everything.
Khaimah, I did this.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about like when you're a kid, and there's like, for example, a wedding, right? The wedding is
wedding,
going
yeah.
on and you're bored and you're a child, you're tired. And what you do, you just like put two chairs together and
just
sleep on them.
there. Yes.
Have you ever had this kind of stuff?
No.
Really?
No.
I didn't have like family parties because my mom and dad decided to have 4 kids and they just stopped having friends just because they couldn't bring all of the kids there. And as soon as me, my sister, and my other sister just left the home, and it was just my brother, they started to like have friends and go out, go to their places, barbecues and stuff, and just bring my brother, and that's it. So,
Yeah, because it's, less people now.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But when I was a child, no. Did you?
Me?
Yeah.
Duh. Of course. My mom was.
You're an only child, right? Yes.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
why.
like, I'm the only child, and like me and my mom, we used to live together. So obviously, my mom wants to go, like to her best friend to the home and something. And I was like getting bored, so I was just sleeping there. First, I was trying to interact somehow, but then like the gap age around like 20 years, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sleep. No.
I'm trying to remember if it happened with me, but I cannot. No.
Okay. Let's speak about the time
Love,
how you
baby.
used to spend. What
Just
was that?
trying. No, just
Like,
clicking some
like,
buttons.
like the time you used to spend on the street. Okay, like for sure you did not have internet. You're a dinosaur.
What? What?
I mean, like you're older than us. For sure you didn't have internet in your childhood. So you were spending time like outside.
Sure.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
I was spending time outside and I had the internet, the bruv.
Yeah, same here. Like, how did you spend your time? Like, I'm just wondering, like, what was your
Screw
childhood?
this. It's not an insult. I took it as an insult. You're a dinosaur. I had the best childhood, which you both of you will never dream
I
about.
had the same. I never
You
had
didn't
the
have
same.
internet. You're a dinosaur. تعال خبرك حبيبتي.
No, I'm just talking about kids right now, because like I'm looking at my brother.
Us dinosaurs, we used to play so much games when we with the
Same.
neighbors. This is a very funny story. Okay, so my two cousins, Faris and Nelly, we were playing outside. So their father, he does like gardening and plants and this stuff. So basically, he needs how do you call them? Fertilizers. But the natural fertilizers. They are made of what?
Yeah, for the garden.
Yes, but they are made from
Yes.
cow poop, sheep poop. So they used to dry them, and then bring them. There was their house, and then you have space. So there was their house, and then there's
A hole?
A hole.
kind of. Okay, and it was
Basement.
filled. It was filled from this fertilizer.
Okay.
What did we used to do?
Jump
No
there.
way.
I swear to God.
You
No
used to
way.
jump
We
in
used-
poops.
Yeah, it was dry poop, and it didn't smell. This is the weird part.
Denial.
And how is that your childhood very...
Because this is the story
Fun.
I tell every time. This is something I cannot remember. Why? Because we used to stand there as three and jump in it, and then go back up and then jump in it again.
Actually, it's not a very bad story.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just
It's
fun.
just disgusting.
up until Nelly, the girl, she was wearing sandals. She lost them there. We were jumping on them and then walking, but she lost them. Who's the superhero in the story who will find Nelly's sandals? Tonishka. Go, Tony, dig in the fertilizer, swim inside of them until I found it. I don't know why she was so down, like it was way down. And I found it went up. When I reached home, maybe because we were jumping in them so much, I couldn't smell myself. But when I reached home, Mom almost threw up. She told me in Arabic, ليش ريحتك خرا هالقد? I said, no, I don't smell khara. She said, yes, you do. What were you doing? I told her. She gave me a shower outside in front of all my neighbors. I was not allowed to go.
Shout out to your mom.
Yeah, shout out to your mom. That was a smart move. Well, and I mean, I don't know. I think like we used to do the same, like I don't know why, but I was always a girl surrounded by boys. Look at me now. I mean, like, the girls were doing just like some boring stuff, sitting there in the sand or, playing Barbie dolls or like outside, I'm not talking about inside. I was with the boys playing football, running and jumping from garages, you know, like playing different games, like, you know, all of this kind of stuff, because that was more interesting, like interacting and fun. Once we found, I was shitting my pants, to be honest, after that. There was a guy, so we had like a thing in front of my house, like a lot of garages, okay? And between them, it was usually always prohibited to go between the garages, okay? My mom told me, like, never go between. I was like, don't tell me what to do. What I did, of course, I went there, okay? Of course, I went alone. Because why? Because no one wanted to go with me. After that, I realized why. Because all the time, everyone who's, you know, like druggies and all of this, like, they are inside. So there's like needles and like condoms and like, you know, all of this kind of stuff. Because like between that. So, you know, like this disgusting stuff. And once I saw a man there, you know, with the, like, I don't know what he was doing there. So I ran out of there because I was so afraid. After that, I actually never went there again. But what we used to do when I came and I told to the boys, that's so funny. I told them, like, okay, listen, like I saw it there. This is happening. What we used to do, of course, we were like interested in what people are doing there. So we were going up on the garage and, you know, like trying to see like what is going on from up here. Like, what you doing there? I swear, we used to do like this kind of crazy stuff. Or I used to make my money by doing performances.
What did your mom do when she was giving you food that you don't like?
My mom was never cooking. So you asked this to the wrong person.
Let's pretend that one time she cooked and she told you eat.
I was, oh my God.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, and what would
Because she tried once to make these donuts and they were black. You could literally break your head with them. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, but my mom is not a good cook.
But your dad is.
My dad, he's chef's kiss, I swear to God. But my dad was almost never home because he was at work. And he would just leave us food for, let's say, a few days. And when the food is over, we had a grocery shop in our yard,
Neighbor.
right?
Okay.
No, it was ours. My mom was the boss of it. And we would just go there and take food, such as, I don't know.
Instant noodles?
No.
Not even?
No, not that bad. But like...
Not that desperate.
Not that desperate. Yeah, exactly.
I used to do this.
Probably that's why I have like stomach issues. To be honest, I would eat like snacks and I would eat like bread and hummus or caviar.
You had hummus in Romania
Obviously,
when you were a kid?
yeah.
Wow. Because it's something Lebanese. Like
Yeah,
I
I know.
didn't know when they, you know, spread it or when they exported it outside or people knew
we
about
have
it.
in Romania, actually, in my city only, we have a lot of Lebanese restaurants. A lot, and they're very good and like very populated, obviously, because the food is amazing. So shout out to Lebanese people and their food.
You know what I have
Shout
done
out to you
once?
and your boss.
When-
You and your boss.
Oh, yeah.
Her and
You and your
sarmale.
Sarmale.
swear to God.
Sarmale.
What did you do when... I was crying, actually, when I was doing that. When my granny cooked the food. It was like... It was not a borscht, but it was like soup, also with... not spinach, but like other stuff. I don't remember.
I know what you're talking about.
With the eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
This is the worst food. You can, if you want to torture me, give me that soup.
It was made of?
It's like, it's a soup, okay, with like potato and all of this stuff. But
Take
they
notes,
put,
we'll
like,
make it tomorrow.
This
But
plant
this-
that is
gives like a sour taste, and then also they put egg inside. So
I used to grow up with this. It's kind of a borscht, but it's not a borscht because
Exact-
it's sweet. Kindish sweet
sour,
because of the
I would
egg.
say. Yeah, but with the sour and like it's like gives like a disgusting something.
I had the same. See,
Because I remember she gave it to me and I hated that thing, okay? And she told me, like, you need to finish this thing. Have you ever had this thing, like, if you will not finish the food, like, my granny told me, like, we will put this, like, here behind your T-shirt?
No, they will put it in my pockets.
Okay, for us, it was, like, they will put it here behind. And I was, no jokes, I was sitting there, I was crying, and my tears was dropping in that soup. I was crying about that. But I couldn't stand without like finishing this stuff. That was gross.
That's torture.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is how like
So for you, it was in your pocket. For you, it was where?
like here, you know.
For
like,
us, it was down our throat. So we didn't have any choice. I'm going to put it in your pocket. I'm going to put it in your t-shirt. No, in your throat. Just open your mouth and do it.
Yeah.
Just eat that.
you know,
No wasting food here.
no wasting food, I swear. Once I did this thing, I took a jar. My mom was not at home. This is like the very
remember
stupid
this.
thing I did, to be honest. How you usually like get rid of the food? You flush it in the toilet, right? Right. So when your mom will open this pot, like she will see that like I ate it from there, right? Because she was not at home. I took an empty jar. I put that borscht in the empty jar, and I hide it in the corner where you know, like you have a curtains. So I had it in the corner under the table. Why on earth I would do that if I could flush that in the toilet? So when she found it out after like a week or something, when she was cleaning the house,
It was rotten and smelly.
it's not about that. She just asked me why it's here. And I said, it's for the dog. She was like, which dog?
We don't have a dog.
Just for the dog outside. Why it's here? And when she asked me why it's here, like I literally had no answer for that. So I just confessed myself.
It's for Santa Claus.
What did you do with your food?
My mom had a theory. Whenever I didn't want to eat, I love her food. So every time she cooks something, I want to eat it. But when I like didn't feel I want to eat, she would tell me just one bite and you will ask for more. Up until this day, whenever she makes food, I go like, I want to eat. And she will say, just take a bite and you will ask for more. And that was what
It's
happened.
a manipulation.
Yes, I used to say, okay, just for you, I'll take one bite. Once I finish it, okay, put for me.
Okay, we do have like, right? One for mama, one for dad, one
Yeah.
for sister. all
Live
those
no.
stuff. Huh?
Live no. Finish it or I'll put it in your throat.
Also, my sister, she's the fancy eater, let's say. She does not eat anything that does not look good. She needs to have aesthetically pleasing
Display.
food.
I am the same. I am the same. If it smells bad or if it doesn't look that at least a bit good, I will never eat that.
When my mom came to Dubai, she started to, like, you know, smell the food before eating. And I was like, what are you doing? Don't you know that I'm always doing this? I was like, no, I don't. You never did this before.
I always do this.
And she's like, yeah, I need to smell something first because if it doesn't smell good, I'm not eating that. Since when? She's like, I don't know. I was always like this. No, you're not. No, you're not. So yeah.
No,
my
for
mom
me,
is
it
with
has to
smell.
look good, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I'm cooking home, I'm like, you know. I mean, you know because you came to my dinners.
Yes, yes.
So, I wish we would do again that thing.
What
that
was
we-
one memory you would never forget from your childhood?
Summers at the countryside.
What? Like
It was like, I don't know, a very old village, 700 kilometers away from my house.
700.
700 kilometers away from my
Wow.
house. My parents, they loved me very much, and they would send me the whole summer there alone. I swear to God, that was so embarrassing. Like, alone with my nanny. She had like a house there. And I remember that I had to make friends, right? Because it was the summer, there was only this girl. And eventually, we became friends. And we started to do a lot of stuff together. Like we invented games and stuff. So that's like, when I think about childhood, I think about that girl specifically and that town. That happened for like a few weeks because after that, she left and I was alone in a village 700 kilometers away from my house. And I started to watch Spanish telenovelas and Turkish telenovelas. And that was my summers. But for a few weeks, it was nice. But I wish my best friend was here, the one that had the wedding last month. She has the best childhood stories, I swear to God. She would just become the leader of a group with children. Let's say your parents made you do something like clean the house, or her parents made her wash the doors or like clean the doors or something. She promised like her group of friends that we are going on an expedition today, but first we need to accomplish one mission. My mom said that we need to accomplish this mission. Cleaning my house. Obviously, she needed to clean it. And the kids would just like clean her house, and she would take them 7 kilometers, 10 kilometers in an expeditions. Parents didn't know what they were or where they were or what they were doing. And she would just like, explore the villages around. And when they would come back, we were in an expedition. We were very fun.
We used to do the same things, actually.
Same.
We used to do the same thing, and it's the best because...
Manipulate kids?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's the leader of the group.
I mean, I was a manipulator, that's true, for sure.
Still.
Yeah, that's also true. No, it's just because, like you're living, because my grandma used to live in, it's not a village, but it's like, the city, and like there's a part of the city where it's just like houses. So used to live there, and all the kids.
It's the same location where I live, in the city, but like no buildings.
Yes,
houses.
yes, just like houses. Yeah, and like all the kids there, I don't know why, but they just liked me. I have no idea.
I don't know why people like you.
I don't know if you like me.
I even don't know why they like you.
No, like literally, everyone was coming to me and like, Alina, let's do this, Alina, let's do that. Like, I was like, okay, and we were like, like just going around exploring stuff, and I was like,
expeditions.
We didn't call it expedition because it was just something, I don't know, natural. So I was just, be in front and like, follow me, my people. I don't know, it was something like that.
She was born a leader. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why, yeah.
I mean, when I wanted to have
The Scorpio in Alina was born a leader.
Follow me, my people. And there were like 5, 6, 7 years old people like, ah! Yeah, once I wanted apples so bad, so I asked.
I need to change my diaper.
Once I asked, we went to like, how do we call this? Like, it's not a houses, but people have like this, not a countryside, they have like, they just have this place, they're growing their fruits and vegetables and other stuff.
Solariums?
Not really, but it's just like a separate thing, For example, you do have there one small house, and then you have like an area, and you have like potato growing.
It's
and
like a greenhouse.
something like that. So we went there, and I really wanted apples, okay? So
I used to steal lots of fruits.
So I didn't want to steal by myself. I don't want to make my hands dirty, okay? So
send my little people. Minions, attack!
I swear to God, no joke. I was telling them like, okay, do you see that apple? Like, I would be very happy if you have those apples. I swear to God.
I swear to God, I have to tell you guys this. Once I was I don't know, like 10 or 12 years old. So I was a teenager, okay? I could think by myself, or like, realize what is good and what is bad. My uncle is living in Germany, so he moved to Germany. He used to live next to us. He had this garden full of vegetables and fruits, and I don't know, they were just like, better looking than mine. I don't know. And she had like people living there, like they rented the house and they rented the...
I'm sorry, it's still in my head, me going in front of like people. On the backside, I'm listening to you, I'm sorry. Yes, continue.
Okay, so other people were living there, rented the house. And I really wanted those fruits. I don't remember exactly what they were. And I literally went to their garden, climbed in a tree, and just started to steal. Out of nowhere, that girl that was living there showed up at the house. And she was, I don't know, looking for a dog or something. And me sitting in a tree, I literally did this, and I was like, hi, good afternoon. I'm here
for pest control.
I'm here stealing, look at me. And she was just like, super scared. And she was like, what are you doing there? Oh, nothing, I'm just taking some fruits. Get down immediately, go to your house. It's like, okay, I just need to take 2. Why would you be so rude to not get like a kid 2 of your fruit, okay? Went back in my house. The next morning, it was like, I don't know, a meeting of my family. Liv went to this house and she started to steal from their house. That's what they said, bro. That's what they said. They said that I went to their house and wanted to steal.
They had good fruits. خلاص.
Wait,
I was 10 years old.
This is something from God. You have to share it.
this is like not a funny actual question. I don't know why just when you said like about family meetings and stuff. I have a question. Did like you, for sure you did, for sure.
We will end the episode with this question.
The question is, did you have this kind of stuff like when your parents were comparing you like to their like friends' kids? Like, you know, for example, this auntie's daughter's son. This auntie's, let her be, I don't know, give me a name, a random name.
Svetlana.
No, I don't know. This auntie's girl, she is doing this. Look how she's acting and she's behaving. And like she did this, and that. Why you are not like this? Have you ever had like this, like comparison stuff?
I think all parents do that. Like, look how your nephew, look how your cousin is acting. Why you don't act like them? You know, maybe you're a very good child, but one day you decided to be
bad boy,
or like to do something fun for a change.
Yeah.
And no, don't do that. Look at your cousin; he's behaving.
For us, it was not with cousin. It was like at school, actually. Why did your classmate took 10 and you took 8? Why you couldn't do better?
Yeah. I had actually only this kind of stuff with the school, like with the marks and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why till some point of time, my mom was very like trying me to, you know, like get like good marks and stuff. One day she just gave up, I think. Well, listen. I am very bad at geometry, okay? No matter how much you're gonna try to explain me that shit, I'm not gonna understand that. I can be good or try to understand something in math, okay? But I will look at that triangle and they will ask me, like, find this shit. I have no idea from where to get it.
I love it.
I don't understand.
I love geometry.
I don't
Same.
understand geometry.
I hate math, but I love geometry.
I love physics. I love
hate
biology.
algebra as well. I hate algebra as well, but I love geometry.
You know, like, it's just different. Like, I love different, like, biology stuff, okay? But I don't give a shit about that triangle, okay? Why do I need it? Like, in the end, for example, I'm going to study biology, right? I can calculate, like, how my kids are going to look like. I can do this shit. What, I'm going to walk and someone, like, out of nowhere, the triangle will fall out and say, like, yalla.
Calculate me.
Calculate me. Why do I need this shit? So I was bad. And my mom was always telling me, like, no, you can do that. You can do that. Why you have like this? I had always F and after F, C, right? I always had C. And then she just gave up. She literally realized that, like, I'm a lost cause in geometry.
Yeah,
and that's it.
if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah, but I do get like what she said, like that they were comparing at school with the marks.
My
and
grades,
stuff.
when my mom was like doing this, they were like average, not good, not bad. They were average. When she stopped caring, I was the top of my class. Up until it was like the last year of high school, and I became a very bad teenager.
Bad girl.
I wanted to prove the point.
I had 200 missing classes.
Wow.
Impressive.
Where did you go these 200 times?
I don't want to tell you.
I know.
I was just sleeping till 11 p.m. and then just go to the school, and at 1 p.m. the school was over. So
In my high school, I used to live with my dad. He never let me skip even one. Once I fainted before school, like I literally faint, you know. And when I like awake, you know, like I started to at least feel my body, and I was like, "What just happened?" He told me like, "You feel good? You're good to go to school." I was like, "That I just faint."
oh my
Literally.
God, I need to tell you guys this and halas. I really need to tell you this. We had like this big exam, and we had to prepare ourselves, right? And
You mean in the end of the school?
Yeah. No, you have this at
3
8th grade.
semesters.
At 8th grade and also at the 12th grade.
For
So
us, it's 9th and 11th.
No, for us it was 8th and
Because you have 12 grades at school.
Yeah. And I used to take like math extra classes. you pay for that. Obviously, they're extra
Okay.
with a different teacher. And I remember once I took these pills because my head was just explode, and I took these pills with very hot tea, and they were antibiotics. They were very strong for me. I was a kid. I couldn't take that. Even for an adult, they are very dangerous. And I took like 2 or 3 with this hot tea.
Wow.
And my whole face was red.
Swollen?
Swollen, red. Yeah. And exactly that's how I felt, like salam alaikum. My mom was like, why, you don't want to go there? Just go there and just stop making excuses. And I went there, right? It was winter. It was February 21st. I remember even now. And each time we would just end up there, this teacher, he was a very terrifying but very good teacher. She would say, we will take an assignment today for the formulas if you learn them. And I just fainted.
I was not ready, so I decided to faint.
I was just like, fainted. And she was like, look at Liv, she didn't learn, and she started to faint because she didn't learn that. And she called my mom to come and pick me up, obviously, because I was feeling very bad. My mom was like, oh, but I had so many plans. Why did she have to faint now?
Keep her.
She just brought me back home, and she was like, oh, I'm pretty sure you faked it. Really? I'm paying for this. I was paying for the extra classes, not you. Why would I faint? But I remember this as it was yesterday. My dad was like so concerned and caring, and he would just bring me breakfast in bed with another tea, which made me worse. But the intention matters.
Yeah. The intention was there.
Yeah. Oh, I had so many plans. Why did you have to faint now?
Have you ever faint?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah. I've never been in hospital also. One time
Spent my half
I've
of
never
the
been in
childhood in
hospital up
hospital.
until last year. But when I broke my shoulder. One time when I was a kid, I didn't prepare for my Easter exams. So like when you come back from Easter holiday, you have exams, like big ones. I didn't prepare that. So I went to the nurse and I faked that I have pain in my arm. They took me to the hospital. They did an X-ray for me. So when they did the X-ray, I just like,
Yeah.
how do you say, pushed?
Squeezed
On my hand. All right. So in the X-ray, they saw that there's a bone moving. They put for me a cast for 35 days.
Wow.
I passed my exams. They said, "Khalas, okay, you'll pass the exam."
I used to only do like with a hair dryer, like you just put it here on your forehead. So when like they're trying to measure your temperature, because like the forehead is obviously like hot, like your body is getting hot, and like on this, like how you call this thing when you measure the temperature?
Thermometer.
Whatever it is, you get it. Yeah. So it's basically high. Once I did a very big mistake, so my mom realized that I was
if you put
faking
an
this.
onion under your...
Oh, trust me, we used to eat the...
Onion after this?
No, not onion. No, ew, yikes. When you take like a pencil, right, and this like the black thing, if you eat it a little bit, you still have, your temperature is rising.
Definitely, you're eating mercury.
Well, I didn't do that personally, but
Wow.
my classmates used to do that. They were eating it sometimes just a little bit, so the temperature is going to be...
That's
If this
toxic.
goes in their blood, they would die.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
they
toxic.
didn't. They were just like, going back home because they have temperature.
They
but
were from your minions.
No.
Remember when you guys said that I'm a drama queen?
Yeah.
When I was 4th grade, the doors to the classes opened this way. And there was this guy that opened the door very, very fast. And I was 4th grade or 5th grade, something like this. I hit myself, but very, very, I don't know. It's just like the door just touched me. But I remember that I made such a drama out of it because I did not like that guy. He was older, 1 year, I guess. And I even end up in an ambulance and even to the hospital. And I had like 1 week of school, which was great.
Amazing.
But I was just blaming him. The teachers were like, come on, honey, let me help you. And I was like crying, faked crying, obviously. I was such a drama queen. I was like,
Still.
oh my God, I cannot see very good. I swear to God, yeah. Ever since I was
cannot
young.
see Grandpa. Is that you?
When I used to live with my mom, that was very easy, you know, like to fake this kind of stuff and like ask her to not go to school and stay at home. Once I did it for 2 weeks. I was watching Game of Thrones every day and do nothing. But again, with my dad,
Because your mom was very caring and she was like very scared of your actual health.
Yeah.
My mom was like, oh, I just missed my plans because of you.
sweet.
Yalla, let's wrap it up. Lulu, hope to see you again in the podcast. It was amazing having you.
Hope to see you too.
You are a very good addition to our team.
Thank
Really. Sometimes it's boring with her, but with you it's amazing. I'll mute her because she's gonna curse me now.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Love you.
How dare are you to do this to me?